Richard, Ray Chang,
Ray,
how
nice
are
to
you?
see you. Please
Hi.
call me Dick. All my
Hi.
friends do.
I'm Ray.
Ray, good to see you.
My parents were not of means. My dad was a machinist at the ironworks in St. John. The most money he made was $3,000, and my mother did a lot of work in the community. The thing I remember most was there was a new YMCA going to be built in the city. I was about 10, and my father and mother decided they were going to give $500, which, as you can see from their income level, was a handsome gift.
Yeah, that's 15% of the annual income.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, Ray, tell me about yourself.
I recall going back from a very early age, my grandfather always encouraging his grandchildren, including myself, to tuksu. In Hakka, that means to study.
Yeah.
And I've learned that over the years, education is the greatest equalizer. We always hear of the glass being half full or half empty.
Yeah.
I think education creates a bigger glass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In my family life, giving and sharing was always there. In terms of my own philanthropy, I don't think there was a moment of flash. I should give back. As I could afford it, I started to give back.
If my parents were alive today, they'd be happy with what I made in a financial sense, but they'd be much more happy with what I gave.
I focus on education, and I look at the various projects or objectives that are put in front of me. I look for something that I can have a significant impact. But most of all, I take a look at the people around it. They have to be dedicated, have a passion for what they do. And invariably, that's the deciding factor.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that, because your thoughts on that are exactly as mine. I look for people who are dedicated to what they're doing, and I can understand that the passion is related to something that really is worth doing. Then I'm very, very supportive of that. I think when you're giving money to anything, but particularly to education, you're assessing the people you're giving to as much as the cause they're talking about.
Well, what attracted me to the UHN was actually an alum from my high school in Jamaica, Dr. Herbie Hopingkong. Then I realized UHN was more than an institution for medical care. It went beyond that. It went to teaching, and I later found out how much research they do. Right? That was my first introduction to the UHN, and I'm still learning.
The first time I went down to UHN and was shown through some of the facilities at the Wilson Center, what attracted me was there's sort of a convergence of science and humanities. From that link comes great teachers. The great teacher has an influence on so many people that the leverage, if you will, of a great teacher is enormous. And that's what attracted me to the research and education. That to me is the best thing about UHN. There are people from many disciplines working together, and I think that's a rare thing in my experience, and I'm very happy to see it. When you look at impact, many of the things that you and I have been involved in, they're not short-term quick hitters. They're a bet on the future. And it's a bet on these people and the way they're being trained. And I think we're doing the right thing.
Yep. I think we are.
Yep.
It's amazing how much of a different background we come from, but how much we think alike.
Good to be with you.